You'll find the crypto terms flashcards in description and pinned in comments below. Most people lose everything in crypto for one reason, and almost nobody realizes it until it's too late. It's not bad luck, it's not market, it's that they never learned how to exit. But there's one mistake 95% of new traders make when they finally see profit, and it destroys them. I'll reveal it at the 32-minute mark. If you skip ahead, you will miss the most dangerous part. By the end of this video, you will know 1. The 3 profit-taking methods that lock in gains before the market turns. 2. The exact stop loss formula that protects you from catastrophic losses. 3. The psychological trap of greed that wipes out beginners. And 4. The hidden exit signal almost nobody talks about. If you watch till the end, you will have a complete exit plan you can use on your very next trade. But first, I need to show you a real story that changed how I think about crypto forever. If you want simple crypto education without the confusion and the confusing jargon, subscribe now. We post videos every week that help beginners avoid expensive mistakes, understand the market, and actually keep their profits instead of watching them disappear. The day everything changed, there was a trader named Alex. He wasn't rich, he wasn't a biscuit, he was a regular guy who scrapped together $5,000 and put it all into crypto. 6 months later, his portfolio was worth $42,000. He was up nearly 8 times. People were calling him a genius. Then in 48 hours, he lost everything. Alex didn't lose because he picked a bad coin. He didn't lose because the market crashed unexpectedly. He lost because he never had an exit plan. He kept thinking, just a little more, maybe it will go higher. I'll sell when it hits $50,000. But the market doesn't care about your dreams. Buying is easy. Selling is where you keep your money. Imagine working hard, saving your money, taking a risk, and watching it vanish because you didn't have a simple rule for when to exit. That's Alex. That's thousands of beginners every single year. Alex thought he was being patient, but patience without a plan is just gambling in disguise. In the next section, I'll show you the 3 profit-taking methods that would have saved Alex and can save you too. The 3 profit-taking methods that actually work. Most people think profit-taking is just selling when you are up, but that's not a strategy. That's hope. There are 3 real profit-taking methods used by serious traders. The only one of them protects you from greedy thoughts. Method 1. Fixed percentage targets. You decide in advance, at 2 times I'll sell 25%, at 3 times I'll sell another 25%, at 5 times I'll sell half. This removes emotion. You are not guessing. You are following a plan. Rule. Decide your sell points before you buy. Method 2. Trailing profit taking. You let your position run, but you set a trail. For example, if the price drops 15% from its highest point, I sell. This lets you catch big pumps, but locks in gains when the market turns. But this is where most beginners mess up. They don't set the trade. They wait. They think it will go back up. It doesn't. Time-based exits. You decide if after 30 days the price hasn't moved, I exit. Or if after one bull run phase, I take 50% off the table. This is for people who don't want to stare at charts all day. Time based exits means less stress, more discipline. Imagine having these three rules and never again panicking when the chart starts dropping. You already know what to do. You already have your plan. That's the difference between a gambler and a trader. But profit taking is only half the battle, because even with a perfect profit plan, if you don't have a stop loss, one bad trade can wipe out everything. In the next section, I'll show you the exact stop loss formula that protects your capital. The stop loss formula that saves portfolios. There's one number that's more important than your entry price, and almost nobody uses it correctly. It's your stop loss. A stop loss is an automatic order to sell when the price hits a certain level. It's your insurance policy. The formula: 1. Decide your maximum loss per trade. For beginners, 1 to 2% of your total portfolio. 2. Find your entry price. 3. Set your stop loss so that if it hits, you only lose that 1 or 2%. Example: portfolio would be $5,000, maximum loss per trade 2%, $100. Entry $10 per coin. If stop loss is at $9, you lose $1 per coin. So you buy 100 coins, that's $1,000 position. If price hits $9, you lose $100. That's your planned risk. Never risk more than 1 to 2% per trade. But here's the dangerous part. Most people set stop losses too tight. They put them just below the recent low and the market whips them out, then rockets up. You need to set up stop losses based on volatility, not emotion. Advanced tip would be: use average true range ATR. Set your stop loss at 1.5 to 2 times ATR below your entry. This gives the trade room to breathe. Without a stop loss, you are driving a car without brakes. You might be fine for a while until one sudden turn destroys everything. With a stop loss, you sleep better, you trade better, you survive longer. But stop losses alone aren't enough, because even with perfect rules, there's one force inside your own brain that will try to ruin your plan. In the next section, I'll expose the psychology of greed and how it silently destroys beginners. The psychology of greed, why beginners lose. You can have the perfect plan, the perfect profit targets, the perfect stop loss, and still lose everything. Why? Because of one word: greed. Greedy thoughts sound like this: just a little more. It's going to the moon. I'll sell when it hits all-time high. I don't want to sell too early and miss out. These thoughts aren't facts. They are emotions. And emotions are the enemy of disciplined trading. Studies show that when traders see profit, their brains release dopamine, similar to gambling. You literally get addicted to the high of being up. That's why people hold too long. That's why they watch their gains vanish. Imagine this: you are up 300%. You feel like a genius. You say, I'll sell at 500%. Then the market drops 40%. You're still up 180%. But now you're scared. You say, I'll wait for 300% again. It drops another 30%. You're barely up. Then it crashes. You're down. You didn't lose because the market was evil. You lost because you let greed write your rules. So, how do you defeat greed? You don't fight it with willpower, you fight it with rules. And the most powerful rule of all is the one we are going to talk about at the 32-minute mark. The mistake 95% of beginners make when they finally see profit. Stick with me. The hidden social signal almost nobody uses. Remember that mistake I promised to reveal at 32 minutes. This is it. 95% of beginners sell based on price alone. I'll sell at $100,000. I'll sell at 2 times. But the smartest traders sell based on market behavior. There's a hidden exit signal that almost nobody talks about. Volume plus price divergence. When when the price is making new highs but volume is decreasing, that's a warning sign. The pump is running out of fuel. Price up, volume down is equal to danger zone. When you see this, price equals new high, volume equals lower than previous high, that's your signal to start taking profits, even if your target hasn't been hit yet. This alone has saved traders from massive crashes. Add to that moving average crossovers, RSI divergence, one chain data, whale movements. These are the signals that tell you the market is turning. Before the crash happens, imagine seeing this signal and exiting before the crash. You don't need to be perfect, you just need to be early. That's the difference between losing everything and keeping your gains. But signals are useless without a full exit plan. In the next section, I'll show you how to build a complete exit strategy you can use on every single trade. Build your complete exit plan step by step. Right now, you could be one trade away from a life-changing gain, or one trade away from losing everything. The difference is your exit plan. The first step is define your risk per trade. Max 1 to 2% of your total portfolio. The second step is set your entry rules. Only buy when certain conditions are met, trend volumes, news. The third step is set profit targets. Use fixed percentage targets or trailing exits. The fourth step is set your stop loss based on volatility, ATR, or key support levels. The fifth step is define your exit triggers. The price targets, volume divergence, RSI divergence, time-based exit. The sixth step is write it down. Your plan must be written before you enter the trade. No plan, no trade. Imagine opening your trading app tomorrow and instead of panic, you feel calm. You know your entry, you know your exit, you know your risk. That's the feeling of a real trader. But even a perfect plan, there's one final trap that catches beginners after they have already made money. In the next section, I'll show you the green zone mistake that wipes out profits after a big win. The green zone mistake, why winners lose their gains. You finally make a big win. You are up 3 times. You feel invincible. This is the most dangerous moment of your trading life. When you are in the green zone, your brain tricks you. I'm a genius. I can take bigger risks now. I'll move my stop loss higher to let it run more. I'll add more to this position. This is how winners become losers. You start risking gains you already made. You start breaking your own rules. You start chasing even bigger wins, and then the market turns. Your big win becomes a small win or a loss. The green zone is where discipline dies. The saddest moment in crypto isn't losing your first trade, it's watching a huge win evaporate because you got cocky. That's the green zone mistake. So, how do you protect your gains when you are in the green zone? You lock them in, and that's exactly what we are going to cover in the final payoff section. Final payoff, your complete exit framework. By now, you have seen the story of Alex, the three profit taking methods, the stop loss formula, the psychology of greed, the hidden exit signal, the full exit plan, the green zone mistake. Now it all comes together. Your complete exit framework. 1. Before the trade, write your plan. Set risk per trade 1 to 2%. Set profit targets. Set stop loss. The second step is during the trade, watch for volume divergence. Watch for RSI divergence. Use trailing stops if price runs. The third step is when you are up, take partial profits at your targets. Never move your stop loss further away. Never add more to a winning position without a new plan. The fourth step is when you're down, let your stop loss do its job. Don't revenge trade. Accept the loss and move on. The market will always be here. Your capital won't be if you don't protect it. This is the transformation from a beginner who hopes and guesses to a trader who plans and executes. From panic to calm, from greed to discipline, from losing to keeping your gains. That's what this video is about. If you want to stay ahead in crypto without wasting years learning the hard way, subscribe now. Every week we break down complex crypto topics into simple actionable strategies that help beginners avoid expensive mistakes and actually keep their profits. You don't need to be a genius, you just need a plan. But before you invest in any coin, watch this next video here. In it, we discuss hidden market opportunities, adoption trends, and emerging sectors that most beginners never see until it's too late. This one could save you from one of the biggest beginner mistakes in crypto and show you where the next big moves are coming from.